Self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, it's QED DeNile here, bringing you Game 2 in the Southeast Asia Clan League Tier 5 matchup between QED's Cottonmouth and Zerocraft's Arnor. As we see, we're spawning now on Belshir Beach, or Belshir Winter, a beautiful map from the GSL map pool. Obviously it's just one 2-player map, so cross spawns only. It's a very large map, very open map, 2 Naga towers here in the middle, protects the middle very nicely. Zerocraft has been playing really well as of late, and they're on a resurgent and facing QED Kern & Co. Cottonmouth as well has been playing really well since he switched to Terran. He was originally a Zerg player, and we just had too many Zergs in our clan, and he took one for the team and became a Terran player, and has excelled since then. Been quite impressive since then. He fell down in the first game. He fought very diligently, didn't give up, and held on for as long as possible, but unfortunately that wasn't quite enough, and he fell to Arnor's might. And as we head into Game 2 now, pretty standard openings from both. Arnor looks like he's going to wall off to avoid any scouting going off from Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth, on the other hand, is not going to wall off. He's just going to go for the close supply depot to get the extra bit of minerals he needs. The barracks going down slightly earlier for Arnor than it will be for Cottonmouth. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Arnor, but that looks like the right way to pronounce it. So scout going out now from the blue Terran, and off he runs. Savina's going to get in here. He's going to see that the barracks has gone up here. It will become a eventual wall off, but it won't be walled off in time to prevent the scout. On the same token, no scout from Cottonmouth yet, so he's probably not going to get into the base to find out what is going on. So he comes in now. He's going to have a quick look at scout around. See that pretty much everything's standard. All the timings are very similar, only slightly behind on the barracks there. But generally at the moment everything's pretty similar. Looks like the scout now going out from Cottonmouth, maybe a bit late, maybe just realised he needs to, but he got the extra minerals out of it anyway. He won't get into the base though, because I'm presuming another supply depot will probably go down here to prevent anyone getting into the base. Maybe just rely on the Marine to snipe it. So as they both run across the map, no, Cottonmouth has realised he's not going to get a scout in, and it looks like, no, he is going to try. I thought he might just stand as a dark target knowing he's not going to get in now. Can't spot this Marine. Both are building Marines now, pretty standard. Orbital command going by both. The supply depot slightly behind by Cottonmouth. Generally his timings are slightly behind Arnor's, but not much. Nothing major happening now different. I'm very wise there to flee back after seeing he can't get through. Noticing the Marine didn't spot him. He gets to keep that a bit longer. Arnor's going straight into a factory though now. While Cottonmouth had to do a bit of repositioning to get his tech lab on. Maybe going for a quick Marauder or a Banshee switch if possible. No, because he's not dropping a factory. He's dropping another barracks. It's going to be two racks from Cottonmouth. 3 racks from Cottonmouth. So it might be a 3-rack push here from Cottonmouth, which might work out alright, depending on how Arnor defends this. I mean, he's got his factory coming up. He's only got 3 Marines out at the moment to defend with. He is building another one, but there's no add-ons yet on that. Concussive Shell already coming up for Cottonmouth. Not a common upgrade to get early on against Terran. That's good against Protoss. Against Terran, if you're versing mass Marines, it's not going to do much anyway. But it's still a handy upgrade to have. It'll slow down anyone trying to flee and can snipe off units a lot better. He's got a Marauder coming out now to back up the Marine. He's put the Marine onto the Naga tower to give him some sight in case Arnor decides to push out at any point here. He's also got +1 coming up already, so this is a very heavy tech investment by Cottonmouth into his racks. While Arnor seems to be going for a similar 1-1-1. He's built nothing out of that factory yet, but he has dropped the tech lab, so it's probably going to be Banshees, which could be quite dangerous depending on when they hit. As at the moment, Cottonmouth has nothing up to prevent these Banshees. I mean, he's got scans, but no anti-air to speak of. He's only got a couple of Marines, which he's sending across the map. He's bringing this Marine back for this push. He's got the Marauder now taking the Naga tower. It's going to be a nice little push from Cottonmouth if he waits till +1 hits, but the Banshee will get there before +1 hits. And he's researching cloaks. So this is going to be a very tricky Banshee if Cottonmouth doesn't hit in time. If he manages to hit the base before cloak and the Banshee finishes, it'll be quite handy. If not, he's going to be pushing. And he has got a missile tower coming already, so he has suspected something. I find that quite odd, but an odd placement of it anyway. You'd want to more protect the mineral line here. I find it odd that he's detected that there could be Banshees. I guess from the wall off, I guess from the current meta game, and because we all watch GSLs, and we all see Banshees being quite a common opener. This little push could cause a bit of damage here. The Marauder and the Marines will Will soak up a fair bit of damage, particularly the fact that it will be +1 by the time he pushes in. And he'll have about an equal marine count when he hits, which will come in handy. The first Banshee is out, and I'm wondering if it's going to head directly across the map or not. A bunker has gone down, so he's kind of detected this push is coming. He's hitting before +1 hits. He has managed to snipe the bunker, so the bunker has not gone up. +1 still hasn't hit though, so he needs to fall back and wait for +1 maybe. Oh no, the position of that has meant that the supply depots are completely vulnerable. Arnor has crippled himself here by having his supply depots completely vulnerable to this push by moving the bunker back in order to put the reactor on it. Now he's lost that all, and now he's pushing into something which he shouldn't. He's not even A-moving, he's just moved into that unit there. Poor micromanagement from Arnor though, but the Banshees here might be able to save the day. The Banshee, if these Marines fall though, the Banshee's not going to be helpful much. He's waiting for Cloak to finish. He's probably going to try and cloak in. It's cloaked in, but I think the damage has already been done, to be honest. If Cottonmouth falls back from this push now, he's done enough damage to really rattle Arnor here, particularly since he knows that Cloaked Banshees is going to be what's going to be used against him. The push did fall. I'm hoping Cottonmouth will move these Marines back rather than leave them there. And he's dropped a couple more turrets down now, knowing that Cloaked Banshees is a possibility. I'm not quite 100% sure of the placements though. He's got one place there, one place there. Still none really covering the mineral line. He's hoping orbital scans will help with that. And he's got another nice little force pushing out now here. He's hoping these Banshees will probably go across the map, and then he'll push in when the Banshees go across the map and do a lot of damage. Arnor hasn't scouted here and seen his natural is occupied. He's dropping another command center though. He needs to catch up, so he figures that's the best way to do it. The tech lab is coming up onto the barracks. The push is coming back in again now. Sniped another SCV. And the Banshees have headed across the map. They are managing to snipe off their reinforcements for Cottonmouth, but the problem is they already let a whole bunch through. And this is just going to be too powerful for Arnor to deal with. He's going to take out another supply depot, and these Banshees are going to have to come back to deal with this. But more Marines are streaming across the map like an ant's nest. He's going very heavy Banshee here. The scan's up, and if he's not careful, he will get scanned, and he will lose a lot of those No, again, he hasn't scanned. He's trying to take out the building. He's trying to slow down Arnor's production here. He's managed to stop another barracks from building, stop the barracks. There's no barracks currently built for Arnor. He's got a starport with more Banshees coming out, and a factory of one siege tank out. As it stands though, this push is still coming forward. Arnor's cloaked his Banshees, and is pushing in again, but now he has to fall back again. The Banshees are being used to stop these reinforcements, but unfortunately, every now and again, these little ones are getting through, and they're just preventing anything being built from Arnor. This is just devastating to him. He just can't seem to get... He's got the Banshees to do some serious damage, but he can't seem to get them across there. And it looks like Cottonmouth is going to fall back from this push now. He's managed to do enough damage, he thinks, for now. 4 Banshees are out, so that's a nice force of Banshees. But there is a fair few turrets around the base, and Marines and Marauders are now still being built. +1 armor is just about done, so it's going to be 1-1 Marine Marauder. He's going to look at pushing across the map again. Not a wise decision at the moment, as there are 4 Banshees swimming, and he's only got about 4 Marines in that group. 5 Marines, so they will take 4 Marines, so that will take 5. So all the Banshees will destroy it, but it looks like they're going to split across opposite sides of the map. This Banshee's just waiting. Obviously maybe looking to forget. Nope, the Banshees are off now. So it's, again, bad timing from Arnor. He's going to move the Banshees out just as another push hits the front of his base. He hasn't got siege tech. Siege tanks at the back not being very useful at all. So they're both going to hit each other at the same time pretty much here. The missile turrets will help deflect, but oh no, he's moved directly into those missile turrets. I question the place of the missile turrets. I changed my mind now. They were good placements. Those Banshees just melted, and now he's got a nice push force here. They'll probably push forward and do a lot of damage to Arnor, who's at the moment still trying to recuperate. He hasn't expanded yet though, but he's got the command center down to move it to an expansion. This force now is probably going to move forward, hit the front. I said, there we go. He's going to try and wall off with the command center, and it's a GG from Arnor. He knows he can't keep up with this. The pressure was too much, and he's left the game. So it was a good game by Cottonmouth there. It just kept constant pressure up, prevented those Banshees doing more than just sniping units and reinforcements. Leveling the series 1-1, we'll head into the third and final match. This is QED DeNile, and I'm out.